Number 3, this one, I heart this man, I heart him. I'd like to call him Daddy one day. I hope my dad's not watching this, that'd be really weird. Not Daddy in like the paternal sense, but like Daddy is in the, well, you know. Mads Mikkelsen, a Danish actor who has played a lot of sinister roles and is very good at being scary and menacing, but in a way that kind of makes you go sploosh, you know? Sploosh, like sploosh. Yeah, you get it. Played Hannibal Lecter in the show Hannibal. Now, before I saw it, I was skeptical. Because I'm like, how can you replace Anthony Hopkins? He's the best Hannibal ever. Even better than... I don't fucking know. There weren't really any other Hannibals before him. Except, I think Brian Cox, maybe? I don't fucking know. Then Mads went ahead and went mad and blew me out of the fucking water with his performance in that series. The characters he plays always, I don't know, fit him. He also played a teacher who was wrongly accused of assaulting a child in this Danish film, The Hunt, which was different from his usual role because he wasn't a bad guy or anything. He was more just a sad teacher who, in Denmark, who didn't have any luck. And I was just like, Mads, no! It was sad. It's rough to watch. But, of course, his performance was enthralling. He was in Casino Royale. He was the villain in that who cried blood. That was the first movie I saw him in, and I'm like, that guy's creepy, haha! That was little me, by the way, like 12, 13-year-old me, back before I realized that creepiness could also be entrancing. Number 2. Where am I? Number 2. Idris Elba. What can I say about Mr. Elba? I'm at a loss for words, man. Usually I'm so talkative, but he takes the words right out of my fucking right out of my fucking mouth and makes me sound like a blabbering idiot. He's so handsome, even when I'm not looking at him. I just think about him and I just word vomit. Idris Elba. He was in The Wire. He was in Zootopia. He was a voice in Zootopia. He wasn't literally in it. Oh, he's gonna be in the upcoming adaptation of the Stephen King novel series, The Dark Tower, in which he will play the main character, Roland Deschain, who, you know, in the books is like supposed to be a Clint Eastwood looking dude, and people are like bitching and moaning because they're like, he's not white, the book said he was white, it throws off the dynamic of all the characters, bloody fucking fuck you. Fuck you, seriously? Go fuck yourself, you fucking piece of shit. Anyway, he could fucking play a goddamn, like, Rugrat from the show Rugrats, and I wouldn't fucking complain. I'd be like, great choice, casting people. I would have done the same. Him playing Tommy, that'd be a fucking tearjerker right there. Dun 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 dun. That's supposed to be the Rugrats theme, but it sounded like Salisbury Hill, and I apologize for any Peter Gabriel fans out. Did Peter Gabriel do that? Nah, I'm looking like a fucking idiot. He also has a modeling career, because, I mean, fucking look at him, man. His body's just, like, flawless. Makes me look like even more of a sack of garbage than I already think I am. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, you one person watching this, that's probably me, the number one man I find most sexually attractive. Are you ready for it? It might come as a shocker to you, or it might not, I don't know. it might not. It's Tom Hardy. Yeah. Yep. He's... Ooh, man. Where do I start? Let's start with his body. That physique. Even when I first saw him in Inception, he didn't play that big character, so kind of went over my head. I was like, hey, that guy seems like a nice guy. I wonder if I'll see him again. And little did I know I would see him a lot in the future, and it would make my life so much better. Next movie I saw him in was Nicholas Winding Refn's film Bronson, where he plays Britain's most violent prisoner who intentionally gets himself thrown into prison so he can beat people up in prison and make himself a famous prisoner. And that was when I was like, this guy's something special. And from then on, oh, it was just like... Dark Knight Rises. I mean, first off, his voice. Some people complained it sounds like a combination of Mickey Mouse and Sean Connery talking into a voice changer, like, welcome to Disneyland. But I personally thought it was menacing. I thought his performance was great, because even though you couldn't see his mouth or like the rest of his face because it was covered up by that mask, like his eyes were like really fucking expressive, and like they conveyed a whole lot of emotion without having full access to his face. And his mannerisms, like, and I give it back to you, the people. Like, it was just, Like, I just wish the whole 2.5 hour movie was just fucking Bane. Christian Bale is fine, Anne Hathaway is fine, Gary Oldman, lovely, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, meh. But I would have watched a 2.5 hour movie where he's like, I'd like a double cheeseburger with medium fries, please. Most recently, he's been in the show Taboo, where he plays this crazy British guy out for revenge against the East India Company who, like, sold him into slavery in Africa or something and got his dad killed and all other fucked up shit because the East India Company, even in real life, is fucking garbage. And so he's, like, working on a big revenge scheme to just fucking kill them all, I guess. I feel like I should say more, but much like Idris, just thinking about him, just my salivary glands turn on like, I could just go on and on and on and on and on, but I think I'll leave it at that. I think I made my case. Maybe I haven't. Now, we've wrapped that up. How to conclude. Men, to me, are often a disgusting, filthy gender. I'm probably gonna get attacked by the neckbeards and the fedora-wearing fuckers who are like, you're just a beta man, what do you know about the superior gender? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Anyways, my point is that I don't always enjoy my own gender, and I sometimes feel shame for being associated with certain members of the male, the heterosexual gender. Some celebrities make me realize that, hey, it's not all disgusting, trashy, rapey dudes. Some of them are legitimately charming and pleasant and handsome, and if I met people like that earlier in my life who, you know, weren't celebrities, maybe I would have turned out different. Who knows? But back in the day, I really only had exposure to girls, and so that's why I am the man I am today. There's attractive women, too, that a good amount of them I find more attractive than this list of guys, but that's not what this video was about. Maybe I'll make another video in the future about a list of women I find attractive, but it doesn't seem necessary. I'm a dude who's pretty hetero and No one needs to hear another hetero dude fucking objectifying women. So I figured I'd mix it up and objectify dudes. Even, even the scales a little bit, You know what I'm saying, bros and gals and whoever else is watching, maybe some cats and dogs, I don't fucking know, and a possum.